Back in the day, Kaijus were great staples to play in any deck and their performance was undoubtedly great. Nowadays, these staples are long forgotten and in this video, I will attempt to show their power once again. That is the deck that I'll be using for today. It is punks with a little bit of Kaijus. Now, I don't want to include Kaijus in a deck that they are efficient outside of just being staples. I decided to play punks because they are neutral to punks as archetype. They don't help boost the archetype in any way possible. Meaning the Kaijus are gonna end up just being staples in the deck because that's the goal here today, to see if they are good staples in general. But other than that, it's just a pretty standard punk deck. We play 1 copy of Yu-Gi-Oh, 1 Gagaku, 1 Jururi, 3 copies Yamen, 2 Deer Note, 3 Poxitune, 3 copies of Ogre Dancer, 1 copy of the Extreme Session, 2 copies of the Emergency Teleport, and 1 copy of the Jururi. I also play 1 copy of Magma Mood, Druid Swarm, and Bow Drake, and in terms of the hand traps, there are Maxi, Ghost Ogre, Ash Blossom, and the Imperm here. As of the staples, I play 1 Duster, 1 Triple Taxis Talent, 1 Crossout, 2 copies of Cold by the Grave, and that's pretty much it. Now, one interesting engine that I added in the deck is the instant contact with the Neos cards. Now, that gives you basically a level 7 or a level 5 body on the field. And this is really important because usually you have a hard time going into Baronade Floor without this card, but by having a level 7, you can just use any level 3 monster and just go into Baronade Floor easily. Another thing you can do is you can summon the level 5 guy and just go into level 8 with any level 3 again, but it's probably better to just go for the Aqua Neos plus level 3 into Baronade Floor because Baronade Floor is just insanely good. In terms of the extra deck, I played usual punk cards, 1 copy of the Rising card, 1 copy of the Amazing Dragon, 1 copy of the Dragon Drive, and for the rest of the extra deck, I play a whole bunch of level 8 synchros, 1 Draco Berserker, 1 Dragite, and 1 Chaos Ruler with 1 copy of the Baronade Floor as I said, and 1 copy of the Psychic and Punisher as level 11 monster. Now, another interesting synchro monster is the level 9 Ravenous Croco Dragon, which you can go into by using any level 3 with any level 6, meaning the Bestios. It's a really interesting card because it allows you to draw 1 when it's synchro summoned, and also you can discard 2, pop something on the field, and because you have the Punk Jam Extreme Session, you can just draw a whole bunch of cards and you can easily use both of the effects. As of the rest of the extra deck, I play 1 rank 3 monster, 1 rank 8 monster with 1 Zeus and Downward Magician. You can play whatever rank 3 monster if you want. I just chose to play our card because it's a back row removal. You can probably put something else in its place, and the Hope Harbinger, you can obviously switch it. A lot of people play the Zombie Vampire, but I like the Hope Harbinger more because I prefer to have 1 extra interruption rather than the extender. That was it for the deck list. Now let's get into some games and see how the deck performs. Normal summoning Dark Beckoning Beast. Okay, so that's either a Spright deck or a Sacred Beast deck. Normal summoning the Spright Jet. Okay, now using the effect to add 1 Spright spell or trap, and on the resolution I will activate Maxi. I probably should have used it before the Dark Beckoning Beast, if I'm being honest with you, but that was on me here. Oh no, wait, now he can use the Spright starter before I use the Maxi. Oh, I missed on drawing 1 card. Dude, I'm so stupid. Yeah, I just missed on drawing 2 cards off of Maxi. I want to say that I am very embarrassed. That is really embarrassing here. Okay, special summoning the Spright Red. Activating the effect of the opening of the Spirit Gates. Adding another copy of the Dark Beckoning Beast. Using Dark Beckoning Beast to normal summon an additional time. It just gives him 1 more level 2 body here. Using 2 of his monsters to go into IP Masquerina here. I get to draw 1 card. And proceeding to the end phase. I am gonna use Magma Mood during the end phase. And, you know, he will probably negate it with Spright Red, but I'm not sure. Yeah, he negated it with Spright Red. That's cool, that's fine. I am just really annoyed that I didn't use my Maxi earlier, or at least waited for the starter. I'm just really stupid that I didn't do that. Okay, drawing the Kaiju. Okay, now that is actually a really good draw because I can get rid of his Masquerina before he can use the effect. That is 1 time in which Kaijus were useful here. Keep that in mind. Now let's go and activate Magma Mood's effect and just play the game from here. Banishing the Spright Jet, and I get to special summon it. Using the effect in the end phase to add something. Okay. Now I can normal summon Xiamen and just go into some place. Activating Xiamen's effect, add to my hand Foxitune here. Boom. Now let's use Foxitune's effect. I'll discard the Duster. Oh, he just scooped. Okay, Gamma Seal actually was part of the reason why I won this game. Alright, so let's activate the effect of Ogre Dance and first see if he has any interruptions. He has something, okay, that might be Ash Blossom or Maxi. Yeah, chaining Maxi. Okay, fine. Dude, I hate playing versus Maxi. But I'm not even gonna play against that Maxi, by the way. I'm just gonna add to my hand the Ukiyo-e and I'm gonna just normal summon Yamen, use the effect and pass turn. You know, it might be better to just go into some place here, but I don't think I should. I'm just gonna give him a whole bunch of cards and won't really set up that many negates. But in this case, I can just get a whole bunch of cards in my hand and prepare for next turn. I still have Imperm with Ghost Ogre, so that's something. By the way, if you're wondering why I play Ghost Ogre, because it's a psychic monster and you can search it out with some of the punk cards. You can search it out with the level 8 synchro here, because it says add one level 3 psychic monster from your deck to hand, not a punk monster. Tributing my Yamen for Kaijus. I guess I'm not the only one playing Kaijus. Activating left arm offering. What the? Limit removal, Ghost Ogre, Lava Golem. Oh, nah, man. The Numero Network, dude. Come on. Really?
Happy birthday!
Oh my god, Ghost Ogre just saved me the game here. Dude, the one copy of Ghost Ogre that I put into my deck halfway through the games. Oh my goodness. Bro, oh my goodness. Dude, that's what you get for playing Numerons. Activating the effect of the Dark World field spell. Okay, setting 1. Activating the effect of Jackalope as well. I will not negate that, obviously. Let's see what he discards. Discarding Brow. So that gives him one more draw and then another draw off of Jackalope. I'll not negate those draws though. Activating the effect of the Gates of the Dark World. Banishing the Brow. Yeah, I will negate that. I mean, it's a very long shot that it would work, but I'll just negate it. I think it might be a decent play here. Negating it using Ash Blossom, and let's see, does he have anything to extend with? Normal summoning Brow, so he doesn't have much to extend with. Using 2 of his monsters, going into Muckracker. Yeah, he just wants to discard, I guess. Targeting Brow from the graveyard. Discarding Snow. Also, he did have the Snow. Well, that does give him some place.
Look out, I'm coming.
Summoning back to my field the Ido. Wow. Yeah, that's probably gonna be really difficult for me to deal with. And I can't special summon anything, unfortunately. I'll just activate the Punk Jam Extreme. I will go and flip it to, put it to attack mode, and I'm gonna crash it into the Griffin, because I wanna play the game here. Okay, crashing it, that's really good. And now I can actually go ahead and proceed to play the game. With that many cards, I will probably just win the game from here. Let's activate instant contact, special summoning the Aqua Neos to the field here. Now let's go and normal summon Yamen. Use Yamen's effect to add one punk monster from my deck to my hand, adding the Ogre Dancer to my hand. Alright, now let's use Extreme Session to draw an additional card off the top of my deck. Let's go and summon my Baronet de Fleur using these two to give me some form of protection for some potential interruptions that he might have here. Okay, from here let's go and activate Emergency Teleport, special summoning from my deck, special summoning the Ukiyo-e to my field. Okay, let's activate the Ogre Dance as well, discarding it to add to my hand one punk card, adding to my hand one Deer Note. That's just an extra bonus here. Now I cannot use Ukiyo-e, I don't know why though. What's the problem here? Anyways, let's activate Foxy Tune then. Discarding it and also discarding the Called by the Grave. Special summon from my deck another copy. Oh no, let's special summon the Jururi to the field. Okay, I cannot use Jururi as well because I already have the trap card. Why can't I use the effect of Ukiyo-e though? Anyways, let's go and activate Deer Note. Target the Yamen, special summon the Deer Note by discarding Yamen here. Boom. And now let's use, no, I won't use Yamen's effect. Let's go ahead and summon my Punk Jump Dragon Drive here using these, no, using these two right here. Unfortunately, I don't know why I can't fusion summon, you know. Now let's activate Deer Note's effect and bring back from the graveyard my Ogre Dance, summoning it right here. Boom. Okay, what does this card do again? If a monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, yeah, blah blah blah, doesn't do anything. So I have a whole bunch of bodies here. I have, let's see, level 3 psychic monsters. I have 2, 3, 4. Now, let's use these two and synchro summon into my Punk boss monster here, the Amazing Dragon. Now let's activate. What is going on? Why can't I use my effects on field? Am I stupid? Oh wow, special summon monster on the field cannot activate their effects. Dude, I had the Kaiju for this. Oh my god, I didn't know the Griffin's third effect. Bro, how am I that stupid, bro? Like, really? Oh my... this is embarrassing, dude. Bro, for those of you who watched me saying that like 50 times not knowing what's going on, I am extremely sorry for my stupidity here. That was embarrassing. He just ended up scooping, but oh my god, I didn't even consider reading his cards. I decided to use a second deck in which to put Kaijus in because I wanted to have some versatility and show off that Kaijus are actually good staples just as staples without being useful in the deck in a synergy or whatever. That's why I decided to go for the Exo Sisters. They have absolutely nothing to do with Kaijus. You probably already know what Exo Sisters do, so I'm not gonna explain in detail. Let's get into the games and continue the video. Let's go ahead and normal summon my Irene here onto the field. Now let's use Irene's effect and see if he will use anything. Returning the Returnia doesn't do anything. Bro, a second oh my god, that was the most terrible play I've ever seen. Dude, I returned my best trap and got another copy of Gadarla. 2 bricks in my hand right now. Oh, disgusting, dude, really. Anyways, let's use Kaspito and then let's use the second effect to add to my hand Martha so I can actually play the game. Okay, it goes through, and now adding Martha, I still have the ability to go into Michaelis and search out one of the trap cards, but losing the Returnia like this to another brick was just terrible. I mean, I didn't have to use it, I just tried to maybe bait out Effect Viewer or Imperm or something like that, but yeah, it just didn't work, dude. It's fine, it's not that big of a deal, but one less back row wouldn't matter. Let's activate my Michaelis' effect now and add to my hand another copy of Returnia because yeah, it's the better trap card to add. Vadis is also good, but Vadis is a little bit situational because if your opponent doesn't use the graveyard, it's just useless, while the Returnia is really good because if you use Magnifica's effect to Xyz summon into Michaelis, you then get the ability to banish 2 cards your opponent has. And with Michaelis' effect and Magnifica's effect, you get to banish 2 more. So it's basically banish 4 cards with 2 cards only. Special summoning the Fenrir. Dude, I will absolutely chain my Magnifica and banish your Fenrir. Now, typically I wouldn't wanna banish Fenrir immediately, but since I have the ability to banish 4 cards, I am pretty confident in myself.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Activating triple tactics talent. And he will take control of my monster. That is not what I want. Even if I use the Xyz effect, that won't do anything. He can just take control over my Michaelis. In that case, I'll just let him take it. I mean, he gets to attack twice with Magnifica, but if I chain the effect of Magnifica, he can get into Michaelis and use one of my back row. Get rid of one of my back row, that is. That's also not good. Normal summoning Fairy Tail Snow. That's 56, 66. Is that game? I don't think it's game here. That's 56 plus an additional 2076. So it's not game. He's gonna leave me down to like 500 life points, which is not that big of a deal, really. If I get to live another turn, it's fine. Does he have a way to actually get rid of my Magnifica? He probably doesn't. Okay, using 2 of his monsters to link someone into IP Masquerina. That is fine, unless you have something else, I will be perfectly okay. Chaining the Druid Swarm as well. Banishing my Magnifica, that is okay. Yeah, it's not great, but... Special summoning the Druid Swarm. I cannot use my Returnia, unfortunately. Setting 1 back row. Setting an additional back row and passing turn. Okay, now we need a serious luck to draw. Zoro is actually a really good draw here, by the way. Now let's go ahead and special summon Gadarla to the point where IP is instead of IP, which will just limit his place here. Now let's go ahead and special summon my own Gadarla to my field and see if he will do anything. He doesn't do anything. Let's normal summon Zoro here. It's a very risky play to go for Zoro because if the effect doesn't go through, I lose the game, by the way. But I just have to take my chances. Going for Branded Beast. Now, if he's smart, he's gonna get rid of my Kaiju, not my Zoro. Not that it matters though, he can get rid of both of my cards with... Oh wow, he used the effect on the Returnia. Now he gets to chain Druid Swarm. What is he gonna get rid of? The Kaiju. Okay, now I get to play the game, dude. That was a misplay from him. And unless that's an Imperm, you will lose the game. It's probably not an Imperm. That's good. Activating Zoro effect, special summoning Spellcaster monster from my graveyard. Still not using anything. I will go for the Irene. It's just a body, doesn't matter which one. Now let's activate Artemis's effect and add to hand another copy of Zoroa. Bro, I actually have a shot at this. Oh my god, I'm 500 HP and I have only one play to go into. Let's go into my Michaelis and see what will happen. He misplayed quite badly here. He could have gotten game, but you know, he ruined the game for himself a little bit. Let's activate the first effect of Michaelis by detaching Kairin here. If he has something, he might use it. Okay, chaining code by the grave, that doesn't matter at all. This is just oh, by the way, listen, I actually did a tremendously good play here, okay? I used the second effect of Michaelis first and not the quick effect, so that now he chains code by banishing my Michaelis, but I get to chain the first effect of my Michaelis and still get rid of his Gadarwa. That was a really good play here from me. I just want you to know that. That is a ridiculously good play that might actually save me the game here. That's how you do it. You do not use the first effect. He should have let the first effect resolve, then on the second effect use the code buy, but he misplayed as well. And that's just the reality of it. Anyways, now I will get to go into my Zeus. And I have Zeus with an Imperm versus one card in his hand that he's gonna top deck. Bro, I'm feeling confident. The Kaijus ended up being super useful this game. Banishing the IP, so he has another... Oh wow, he goes for the Wyvern Burster. He will probably just go for something like Striker Dragon, add the Collapse Serpent, summon it and attempt to go into Spheres, and I will just change Zeus. That's my prediction here. Activating Striker Dragon to add Book Sector Launch. Now, does Book Sector Launch even do anything for him? Let's just change the Imperm just in case, just so he doesn't add an additional card to use off of Fairy Tail Snow. And wow, he just scooped. Okay, bro, I got another dub. This deck is amazing. Well, I think that's enough for today. All in all, I gotta say that I actually am quite surprised with how useful Kaiju still are. Obviously, there are games in which they end up just being a brick, but sometimes they end up being quite good and they actually saved me a couple of games. So I would say that I will definitely consider playing Kaijus more often now. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my statement, whether you agree with it or not, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.